Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You already know it's your girl Rose. How are you doing? Today's video is for the ladies especially, but guys too, you're welcome to educate yourself. So get in here ladies and let's talk about this, okay? Today we're going to be talking about how to differentiate between true labor and false labor. Okay, so let me first of all start by giving a preamble or a background on what this subject matter is about. Welcome back to the channel, returning subscribers, new subscribers or visitors. Welcome. I love you guys. Join this beautiful family and don't make this your last time visiting here, okay? All right. So don't forget to like this video and share so that a lot more people can get to, see this. Now let's start with discussing what is true labor. What is labor, first of all? So we know that labor is a process through which a lady or a woman births a child, okay? And we know that we have 3 stages of labor. We have the first stage of the labor, which is when you start having, contractions. And then the second stage of labor is when you now have to push. The second stage of labor is when it is time to push, and this stage is very crucial because if you delay too long, you know what can happen. The third stage of labor is delivering of the placenta. That is when you have to, deliver or push the placenta out, or the placenta is removed from you, okay? So these are the 3 stages of labor. Now, when we say true contraction and false contraction, or true labor and false labor, what do we mean by this? True contraction or true labor. What do we mean when we say true labor? Okay, now we know we've had situations whereby a lady rushes into the hospital like, matron, oh my goodness, I think the baby is coming, and blah 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 and all that, and then she's checked and her cervix is still, at 0, like it hasn't opened at all. So they now let her know that no, you are not, in labor yet. You're just experiencing what is called false contractions. Okay, so now how do we differentiate between true contractions and false contractions? Now I'm going to give you guys a formula. Okay, we have the formula we call the 511. The 511. So what this means is that if you've ever had a period, you can understand what a contraction feels like, but amplify that your period contraction raised to the power of 100. That is what the contraction feels like, okay? So now, when you start having that contraction, try and download a timer, a contraction timer. Now, if your contractions are coming every 5 minutes, this is very important. This particular video will save you a lot from rushing to the hospital, when you're actually having a false contraction, okay? So now this is how you know you're having a true contraction. So get a contraction timer. You should be contracting if you're having your contractions and the contractions are coming in every 5 minutes. That's if the contraction comes now, calculate 5 minutes, the contraction will come again. It doesn't have to be an exact 5. It could be 4:58, it could be 5:02, it could, you understand? But it falls within that 5 minutes, time frame, okay? So when you're having that, take your contraction to the moment you start feeling the contraction, get your contraction timer. I'll put a couple of contraction timers in the description box, okay? So you get your contraction timer and start counting. So you will notice that the contraction is going to last for about 1 minute. So that's the duration of the contraction. So the contraction is going to last for 1 minute, okay? That means the moment the contraction starts and you're shouting like you're in pains, you're gonna be in that position or have that pain for at least 1 minute. And if you keep recording it on the contraction timer, this is going to go on for 1 hour. So the moment you discover that you're you'll be having the contraction and it lasted for 1 minute. After 1 minute duration, it stopped. Then it started again after 5 minutes. I'm trying to break it down so that it will be very easy for you. Okay, so what that means, the 5-1-1 rule for knowing if you're having a true or false contraction or true labor and false labor is if you're having contraction that is lasting for 1 minute and is occurring every 5 minutes and that goes on for 1 hour, please go to the hospital. You're definitely having a true contraction. And if you're having a false contraction, example of false contraction, we know of the Braxton Hicks contraction. Those can just be like, you know, a pain, and those ones are not, they don't follow a pattern. Okay, so, and also another thing to note about the true labor is that when this goes on for 1 hour, the timeline of the occurrence of the contraction starts to reduce. What that means is, if the interval was 5 minutes before each contraction or between each contraction, after a while it would reduce to like 3 minutes, and it will reduce to like 2 minutes, and it will reduce to, do you get what I'm saying? Once your contraction is about 1 minute, that means the baby is ready to come. Your water should break at any moment, or if it hasn't broken, you know, like you will literally feel the pressure of the baby's head in your pelvis. Okay, then like we said, for the false contraction, it could be Braxton Hicks, or it could be contraction that just comes and you just feel a pain. It could last for a while and then go. It's not regular. You might feel it now, then you will feel it like 1 hour later, or you could feel it like 3 hours later. You understand? It doesn't follow a pattern like the true contraction. So I hope this video was able to guide you, or, you know, give you an idea on how to spot true contraction from false contraction, or true labor from false labor. I remain your girl Rose, and I'm just sharing this from my own personal experiences, and I'm going to tell you guys in another video about my own experiences with this. Okay, thank you guys for coming, for watching this channel, and for returning, and I love you guys so much. Okay, bye.